Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is the big one, the big match preview for Sunday. Arsenal versus Liverpool, two of the title contenders going up against each other this early on in the season. And it should be a very interesting game. And it is, and it's already becoming an interesting talking point, especially concerning the form of both teams. With obviously ourselves probably gone into the game probably in better confidence than Arsenal. But let's see how Arsenal have done so far this season. They've started off with a 2-0 win at home to Wolves, a good win away at Aston Villa 2-0, a 1-1 draw with Brighton, which was a lot of discipline from Declan White, a 1-0 win at Spurs, a 0-0 draw away at Atalanta, a 2-2 draw away at Man City. Will Arsenal feel that? I think Arsenal will feel that they should have won that game, despite with 10 men for the whole second half. I thought they'd had the defensive line well in that game until that equaliser. So I think even that would have felt like a big blow for Arsenal and would have hurt Man City, in my opinion. But obviously a 5-1 win at home to Bolton in the EFL Cup, a 4-2 win at home to Leicester. Again, weren't they 2-1 down or something like that against Leicester, or 2-2, and they had to win it in added time. 2-0 win over PSG. You know what? I think PSG, it's not the same PSG for me, so I think everyone expected Arsenal to win that game. 3-1 win against Southampton. Again, I think they went behind in Southampton and turned it around. And of course, the first year defeat for Arsenal this season, a 2-0 defeat away at Bournemouth. Again, another lack of discipline from Arsenal. That's 3 games in the Premier League this season. Arsenal have lacked discipline. Trossard for the send-off at Man City, and Saliba, who will be suspended for this game, which is great news for Liverpool. That Saliba suspended for this game. Again, lack of discipline from Saliba. It was a clear red card, yes we will. Clear red card. There was no defenders around Saliba. Saliba was the last man. And it was a clear red card, in my opinion. And of course, Arsenal did respond to that defeat with a 1-0 win over Shakhtar Donetsk. I think Arsenal missed a penalty as well, didn't they? Pretty sure Arsenal missed a penalty as well, to be fair. But yeah, weren't really convincing in Shakhtar either, Arsenal. And obviously won the game by an own goal. So where does that leave both teams then in the table? Well, we know about our form. We've got 11 out of 12 wins in all competitions, and just the one defeat, and that was to Nottingham Forest. We do sit top of the table, top of the league table, only conceding 3 goals. Well, obviously we sit first, Arsenal sit third, and it's a big game already this early in the season, because if Liverpool were to win, if we were to win, we would do 7 points here above Arsenal, and I'm pretty sure Man City will do 6 points here above Arsenal as well, because Man City do have Southampton at the weekend, which is a dimmy for Man City, yes we will. This is a dimmy game for Man City. It's always going to be a win in that game for Man City as well. So Liverpool, I actually think we can go into this game and still settle for a draw. I still don't think that will be a bad result. Obviously, it will put us 1 point behind Man City, but I think Arsenal need to win this game more than Liverpool. If Liverpool were to use, then all of a sudden it's game on again for Arsenal. But if Liverpool were to to come away from them was unbeaten. It's a good result for Liverpool. Good result for Liverpool. Because we'll still have that 4-point gap over Arsenal, and it could even be better. Obviously, I want to win. Dead to win, 7 points here, and all of a sudden, it puts Arsenal probably in a bad space, in my opinion, already. In a bad state, and probably rules Arsenal out straight away for the title if Liverpool were to win. Because we know Man City had done a win against Southampton. I don't think a draw for Liverpool will put Liverpool out of it either. If Arsenal were to win, then all of a sudden it's a three-way race then. Which it still is. It still is a three-way race, let's be real. And all of a sudden, Arsenal need to worry about the teams behind them as well, because Brighton will be playing. So by the Liverpool game, Aston Villa, Brighton, Chelsea could all be above Arsenal by the time Arsenal play Liverpool. That is mental, isn't it? That is mental. Because Aston Villa got Bournemouth. I think Aston Villa, that's a good game for Villa, despite Bournemouth beat Arsenal. Brighton at home to Wolves, a struggling Wolves team, and Chelsea at home to Newcastle, and Newcastle are lacking. So yeah, plenty to worry about for Arsenal. And that's why it's a must-win game for Arsenal, in my opinion. And it's not me playing mind games with Arsenal fans. I think it is must-win for Arsenal. Because even the draw would still put Arsenal behind Aston Villa. And probably put them behind Brighton as well. I'm pretty sure. No, it wouldn't. If it was a draw. So, in terms of Arsenal Saturday, I know this was the lineup they went for, and the last game was then Shakhtar Donetsk. Harry went off with an injury, so he'll be missing for the game. Saliba obviously wasn't suspended for the Champions League, but he will be suspended for this game. Yeah, a bit of a weird formation from Arsenal, isn't it? Playing a 4-4-2. Ben White has been, I think Ben White's been class for Arsenal the last 2 seasons, but I don't know what it is this season. I think he's dropped off, hasn't he? Ben White. And this is the substitute bench from the last game, then Shakhtar Donetsk. Not really much options, is there, off the bench for Arsenal in terms of like game changers for me. And you're relying on Raheem Sterling for me, who for me, Sterling, let's be real, he was sold by Man City for a reason, and he was let go by Chelsea for a reason. So, but obviously, one certain channel thinks he knows Raheem Sterling and all that. Well, he doesn't. So, yeah, let's put that to bed. But in terms of Arsenal, in terms of the missing players, Saliba suspended. Keane Turney's out with a hamstring injury. Carl Flores out with a knee injury. But Saka's got a hamstring injury. But you know what? I think Saka will start against Liverpool. I can see Saka starting against Liverpool. Timber's out. Unknown injury. Again, I would expect Timber to start for Arsenal. And I think Arsenal need to start Timber, because if Timber's not starting, then you're going to rely on Zinchenko at left back against Mo Salah. And Mo Salah always has Zinchenko on toast for me. Tomiyasu, they could rely on Tomiyasu, couldn't they? I think you would rather rely on him than Zinchenko, to be honest with you. And Odegaard is returning on the 3rd of November, apparently. So, that's Arsenal's missing players. In terms of Liverpool's missing players, Javier is one of them. Alisson is obviously out until the 25th of November. Thiers is out with a knock. I just don't know why. I don't know why we signed Thiers, to be honest with you. I just don't know why we signed him. I said if Thiers had stayed fit, it will be a Barden signing. But the problem is he's on a hospital bed most of the time, and I really don't think Liverpool really needed another forward, obviously for this season. And we could have spent that money probably on a midfielder or on other positions we needed to improve. Conor Bradley's starting knocked, and Diogo Jota's starting knocked as well. I think Diogo Jota's had something to do with his ribs after Tosin brought him down in that Chelsea game, and Tosin landed on Jota's ribs. So we'll wait and see to see if Jota will be fit for this weekend. I think it'll be massive if Jota is fit for this weekend. Nothing against Nunez, but I still think we'll cause Arsenal a threat, whoever we play in the front three. But if Jota wants to start, then I think that causes Arsenal even more problems for me. But we'll see what happens. But in terms of the lineup, this is the lineup I would go for. Dundee for Kelleher and Doe. The usual back four: Trent, Canate, Van Dijk, Robertson. Problem Burton, Matarza as a double pivot. Mo Salah, and I think Luis Diaz will come straight back in that left wing for Tori Dapo. I think Darwin Nunez will start up front because of the unknown of Diogo Jota. And I think Curtis Jones was quite unlucky to be dropped against Red Bull, I've said. And I would actually start Jones for this game. And we saw Curtis Jones in Chelsea, didn't we? We saw him against Chelsea. He bid them and he turned up. Curtis Jones. So Szoboszlai seems to suit Sitson more, doesn't he, than Jurgen Sitson. But I would probably put Szoboszlai on the bench for this game and reward Curtis Jones for his performance against Chelsea, in my opinion. But I think that will be the starting 11, apart from probably one player, and I think Arne Slot might give Szoboszlai a start over Curtis Jones. In my opinion, I think everything else will be pretty spot on. So on to my predictions then for this weekend. I've done for Leicester 1, Nottingham Forest 1. That is obviously a bit of a rivalry game. Done for 1-1 in that game. Steve Cooper facing his old club, Nottingham Forest. Aston Villa against Bournemouth. I think that'll be a very good game. Look at the problems Bournemouth caused Arsenal. I think Aston Villa just edged it though at home with a 2-1 victory. Brentford to defeat. I think Brentford will beat Ipswich 3-1. Brighton to beat struggling Wolves 3-0. Manchester City to have a dimmy game against Southampton with a 5-1 victory over Southampton. Everton and Fulham. Then that will be a tough game to call. Fulham, who been done this season. Everton starting to turn it around. And under for 1-1 draw in that one. Chelsea to edge out Newcastle in a 2-1 victory. Tottenham to edge out Crystal Palace 2-1. West Ham and Manchester United to end in a 2-2 draw. And Arsenal versus Liverpool. I've done for a 1-1 draw. As much I am confident going into the game, I am still not ruling Arsenal out. Because at the end of the day, we were 5 points. Remember when Arsenal had a wobble last season and we were 5 points here above Arsenal? Arsenal ended up closing the gap. So that is my only concern about writing Arsenal off, in my opinion. And for me, I'm taking the point in this game. Obviously, I want to win. The aim is to win. But I don't think the point will be a bad result either for Liverpool. I think a point is more worth for Arsenal, in my opinion. So I feel it's a must-win for Arsenal at the weekend. No messing about it, in my opinion. Because Arsenal know Man City are going to be 6 points here above them. Liverpool are already 4 points here above them going into the game. And like I said earlier, there's going to be a couple of other teams who will be above Arsenal if they do their job. Aston Villa, Brighton and Chelsea. and but I'm confident we can win. Because at the end of the day, we improved the Manchester United result from last season, didn't we? We threw Man United last season, and then this season we ended up beating them. We lost to Arsenal last season in the league. This season, I can probably see us winning or drawing. To be honest with you, look, I wouldn't be shocked if we got beat. I wouldn't be shocked if we got beat. To be honest with you, because at the end of the day, it will be our toughest test this season, along with Man City. They are our toughest test this season. Obviously, we've already had tests of our own with Chelsea, Manchester United, away to Wolves, away to Crystal Palace, away to Leipzig, away to AC Milan. So we've already had tests already, but I'm staying safe with a 1-1 draw. I'm staying safe with a 1-1 draw because I don't want this nonsense from Hussam, pretty Don Hussam, whoever he's fucking called. I don't give a shit. Saying, oh, it'll be Arsenal's 3-0 and all that, and then flip-flopping, saying, oh, I was wrong about Chelsea and all that. So, yeah, for me, I'm going to stay safe with a 1-1 draw. Just, yeah, told me sitting on the fence. Sitting on the fence for me. To be honest, I can only see Arsenal storming 1 goal past us because I think we've been very solid defensively. We've been very solid defensively. But yes, we will. Arsenal's still been good defensively, apart from the Bournemouth game, where I don't think Arsenal is strong defensively last season. I think they are a bit more shaky this season. But yeah, I'm staying safe with 1-1 draw, and I will still take that. I'll still take that result, despite it will put us 1 point behind Man City. But yes, we will. We still have to play Man City at home, so and we can easily overturn that. So if we can just don't use that Arsenal, and that's the thing, just don't use the title rivals. Simple as that. Just don't use, especially away from home. Obviously, at home, you do need to do the business at home against them. But if we are, my final words to this, if we are to win at Arsenal, I think it probably rules Arsenal out of it, probably. Because I don't think you can see Liverpool and Man City dropping many points for Arsenal to overturn the 7-point gap and 6-point gap, in my opinion. As much as Liverpool still needs to play Man City before the year, I think if Liverpool win at Arsenal, I think it hurts Arsenal for me. I think it completely hurts Arsenal, and it massively boosts our title hopes as well. Definitely massively boosts our title hopes as well. So I'm staying safe, sitting on the fence with a 1-1 draw at Arsenal, and I'll still take that result at Arsenal. Arsenal need to win. I think Arsenal need to win more, even this early in the season. So that is my Arsenal versus Liverpool match preview. Feel free to leave your predictions for the game down below, your thoughts on the game down below in the comments, and feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments as well for this weekend's Premier League action. Take care, stay safe, so yeah, as two of the title contenders clash at Emirates, and Tanane shots Reds finish off until Arsenal's title hopes this early in the season.